Hello and welcome. My name is Robin Thompson and I'm with the author Incubator. I'm here today interviewing Reverend Stephanie Wild, #1 best-selling author of The Art of Forgiveness. Stephanie, tell us about your book.
Thank you for having me. Right, yes. So my book is called The Art of Forgiveness: How to Get Past It Without Letting Anyone Off the Hook. And it's a step-by-step guide for people who've experienced any kind of personal trauma, really. Uh, what it does is it allows people to reach a place of freedom from anger and resentment without going through years and years of torment, frustration, confusion, and emotional pain that I went through. I wanted to write it so that I could give people the wisdom that I have gained through my spiritual process over the years.
Beautiful. You said that you've been through a process. Can you
Mm-hmm.
tell us a little bit more um, about your process for forgiveness? Why you? Why your
Sure,
experience? What
sure,
was it that gave you the key?
sure. I have experienced every kind of trauma, I think, from early childhood. And I've been on a journey of about 40 years to reach a place of peace. I went to therapy, had medication, did body work, anything that you can think of. I tried. And yes, I think it probably all helped. Finally, I found that reaching into myself, my soul, was key to pulling it all together. So once I found myself in a place of peace, in a place of forgiveness, I looked back at what I'd done. And that's what I wrote down. That's what's in the book. So I distilled it for everyone else so they didn't have to go through 40 years. It's really distilled down to 3 steps. And that is, those steps are accepting where you are right now in the moment, accepting how you're feeling, and admitting then that you're responsible for your own happiness, and then acting accordingly. So it's simple, but not necessarily easy. But there's everything that you need in the book to get you from a place of anger and resentment to a place of freedom.
Where do you see most people stuck?
Most people are stuck because they're confused about what forgiveness really is. So many people believe that forgiveness means pardoning the person who did you wrong. And along with that, most people believe or seem to believe that forgiveness is an intellectual decision that can be made in a moment that suddenly changes everything. And I think a lot of times, well meaning friends and family reinforce that belief. They'll say things like, just let it go, get over it, come on. It was 20 years ago. Just move on. But that simply can't be done by making a decision. It's a spiritual process. The meaning of forgiveness is to live free from anger and resentment, as I've said. And it's about healing the spiritual wound that was created by this personal trauma. So it does take time, but it doesn't have to take as long as it took me.
Understood. Where would you where would you start somebody? Where if somebody's watching this and said, I've had so much trauma,
Hmm.
I don't know, where would you tell them where to begin?
Whew. I would say begin where you are. Begin in the middle. Begin in the mess that it is. If you look back, you'll feel depressed and desolate. If you look forward, you'll feel anxious and frustrated. You have to start from where you are, accepting life is as it is, accepting nothing can be changed about the past, accepting your feelings, your sorrow, your grief, your anger, your frustration, everything. Start where you are.
Well, that's beautiful. Where where can people who need you find you, and what is it that you would how can they get in touch with you?
I would suggest going to Amazon and searching Reverend Stephanie Wild, The Art of Forgiveness. That's Stephanie with a PH, Stephanie, Reverend Stephanie Wild. But people can also get in touch with me via email, Stephanie at reverendwild.com, and I can send anyone a free copy of the book, and we can start a conversation if that's what people would like. It's easy to remember. I'm the Wild Reverend. Just because I'm a reverend doesn't mean that I'm staid and boring. I've been through a lot in life, and uh, life healing doesn't have to be boring, and it can be full of passion, life, joy, laughter. So yeah, you can remember me, Reverend Stephanie Wild.
Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us
You're
today.
so welcome. Thank you.